Hi, Heather with Jenkins CPA. So we're talking about end of the year business expenses. What do we need to do to make sure you get the best credits at the right time? So a lot of people will come in here and they'll ask me, do I need to buy something? It's close to the end of the year. I made some money. Do I need to buy something? Well, there's more to it than that. So I call it the tractor theory. So that's your farmers. They're going to come in. It just happens. And they say, do I need to buy a tractor so I don't have to pay Uncle Sam because I don't want to pay taxes. So I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to pay taxes. I want to buy a tractor. Well, I have some questions for you on that. Do you already have a tractor? Well, yes, I have 4 tractors. You have 4 tractors. How many people do you have that can drive that tractor at the same time? Well, I have 2 people. So you have 2 people can drive the tractor and you already have 4 tractors. Yeah. Do they all work? Yes. Do they do different things? Nope, they're tractors. Okay, so why do you need another tractor? Well, I don't want to pay taxes. That is not the reason to buy an asset, no matter what it is. If you can't use it, if you don't need it or want, we'll talk about that in a second, but if you don't need it, then don't spend your money on it because taxes are only a percent and they're always just going to be a percent. So let's say the taxes, let's estimate super high and say 50. It's not 50%. But let's say that it is. So if you spend $10,000 on a tractor, an asset, a computer, a car, which is a big one, something like that, anything to do with business, if you spend $10,000, you're only going to save $5,000, and that's an inflated number, remember, $5,000 on your taxes. You're still out of pocket $5,000. If you'd have kept the $10,000 in your pocket, you would have paid $5,000 to taxes. That is true, but you'd still have $5,000 in your pocket. You wouldn't have the 5th tractor sitting in the field resting and not being used. It's not beneficial. So think about what you're doing. The question when it comes to taxes isn't should I buy something to save taxes? It is do I want it for the reduced cost because of the taxes. So do I need or want this tractor for $5,000? Because in essence, that's what it's going to end up costing you. And if you do, then buy the asset, buy whatever it is you're looking at buying. That's fine, but if you don't need it, keep your money. It just makes practical sense. So when we're here talking about should you or should you not buy the asset, the question is, do you need it? I have to add want because I always have the person in here who wants to buy the new car and take it off. Well, they have a car, it works. It's not that it doesn't work, they just want the new car. Well, okay, so I say need or want. Same idea. If you need or want it for that reduced price, now the question comes in, when should I buy it? Do I need to buy it before December 31st because I had a great year this year and I want to take the expense and when I'm in that higher bracket? Or do I want to hold off and buy it January 1st so that I get the expense next year because I expect my income to be higher next year? Well, it just depends on what you think. How well did your year go? And how well do you expect next year to go? So sometimes it's a better deal for you because you're going to buy it in a year in a higher bracket if you wait till after the first of the year to buy it. And sometimes it's not. You have to look at end of the year discounts because you got people out there trying to make their sales quotas too. So there's a lot of different factors in that when you're trying to decide what to buy and when to buy it. Taxes are an important factor to look at, but it's not the only reason to buy something. In fact, if it is the only reason you're buying it, you probably ought to hold on, think about that a little bit longer. Because remember, in the end, it's just a percent, and it will always be just a percent. So think about it before you make those purchases at the end of the year. I'm not saying don't make purchases. I'm just saying think it all the way through before you make that decision. Heather with Jenkins CPA. Think outside the block for your money, business, and life.